Welcome back to Hoop Historians Podcast. We'll put basketball in proper perspective. I'm Diddy Knows Ball. I'm here with White Boy Chris and Ray. And today we're going to be talking about the Western Conference. And we're going to be talking about the teams 10 through 1. Right now, the the Western rankings is because I had it. I can't believe
You
it's
know who
the
at number one. You know who at number one.
Well, they tied for number
you,
one,
you
ain't
got
it?
you
You
got
know who
the
at number one. That old that. You
you
know
got
who
you
at
got
number one. That boy trying to go for that 3-time MVP. You know who at number one. You know
you
who
got
at number one.
you got the Nuggets number 1,
They
Grizzlies number
tied.
2, Pelicans number 3, uh Kings number 4, but they still number 1 in the standings. Mavericks number 5, Clippers number 6, Suns 7, Warriors 8, Jazz 9, Timberwolves 10. We're gonna start in the play in and work our way up. The play in right now is Jazz, Timberwolves, Warriors, Suns. So uh who wants to start with that group right there? It's Suns, Warriors, Jazz, Timberwolves. How do y'all feel about that group right there, the play-in group?
That mug gonna shake up.
Um, you
I don't
feel
know.
like
It's that not really. Uh, 6 through 12 is interesting. Really,
uh
6 through 13 is interesting.
I think the top six is kind of set in stone, except for the Kings might fall out, and I can see either one of the Suns or the Warriors getting into that at sixth spot. But I think pretty much the play in is set in stone outside the Lakers. But I think everything pretty much set in stone outside of a little jumbling. But I do think the Warriors is gonna be in the play in. They done lost 3 in a row. Andrew Wiggins done came back, Steph done came back. I got more optimism for the Suns than the Warriors. The Suns at least been getting games without all three of their best players. So it's like that's a little leaves a little bit four, five of they. Whoa! I just had an epiphany.
Who they
Suns,
five best players? Because Mikael
I,
Bridges ain't been
I got
playing.
you. Oh well, okay, four.
Aiden
Okay,
ain't been playing.
no, ain't been playing. Mikael been playing. I'm gonna say four. They ain't had Chris Paul, Devin
How long?
Booker.
How many games did Aiden missed?
Aiden missed like the last 2 or 3, but they done beat the
Well, like he done
Warriors.
been out as much as Booker has or something.
Raynard. They don't have Cam Johnson, Devin Booker, DeAndre Aiden, Jay Crowder. Come on,
Jay
Chris
Crowder ain't
Paul.
been there all year.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. They were missing a lot of talent, is what I'm saying. And for them to be still 7 in the West, that's still a big deal. You don't think so?
Yeah,
They
it's a
done,
big
they
deal.
done beat Memphis. They done beat Memphis. It ain't like they not beating teams that's contending or teams that's worth beating. They don't beat some teams, bro, just by a fight. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it ain't impressive.
So who the best team in that play in race? Yeah, yes, yeah. Read your notes, cause better not say the wrong team, bro.
I mean, it's up in the air between them and Golden State. Really, like currently, um, it's between those two. To be honest,
Who the 4 best teams in the play in? Because it's 2 more slots. So you got the Suns and Warriors. Who the other 2 slots? You could throw the Lakers in there if you really believe in them.
I really do believe they can make a push for it. It just man, you don't never know with AD. I know they say he almost ready to come back, but it's just like he
This
just
my
so injury prone.
man. To be honest with you,
Portland is a sleeper.
nah, they're out of there. They've been having a team when they still been losing. They've been relatively healthy.
And that's
Uh,
the crazy part. They're literally just a game out of the playing spot. Not even a whole game.
Bro, they was the number one seed at one point. The fall off for them was so dramatic. They've been so bad these last 20 games or so.
Technically, if they win their next game, they're in the playing spot. Whether Minnesota wins or not, they're going to be ahead of them. So that's just how close it is. That's what I was saying. Like
So give me your four teams.
that's
I know it's close. I know it's close, but you gotta make a tape.
I'm gonna say Phoenix and Golden State definitely gonna be there. Utah, they not even supposed to be there, and they still there.
Why
And
Utah
first,
not supposed to be there? I like
going into
Utah.
the season, you lose. You trade your two best players, and you stuck with a whole bunch of role players.
But remember what we said? We compared them to the Gallinari and Wilson Chandler Nuggets post Carmelo. We compared them to the post Chris Paul Clippers with Montrezl Harrell, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Lou Will. So it's like it's not like we ain't seen this before.
Mm.
Think now, hey bro, let's talk about Utah real quick. We ain't gonna spend too much time on them, but think about Laurie Markkinen. Laurie Markkinen is really having an all-star season, and he's real. He's a real player. Like Laurie Markkinen can score on all three levels. He's a solid defender, and he can get to the free throw line when his shot's not falling. Ray, you know, when it comes to basketball, people want us in a number one option. You have to be able to get to the free throw line. Laurie Markkinen, when his shot not falling, he can get to the free throw line. Jordan Clarkson, he's one of the better microwave scorers in the NBA. Mike Conley is averaging 8 assists. Like Colin Sexton is hurt, but when he was playing, he was averaging 16 points off the bench. Malik Beasley's around 14, 15 points off the bench. Walker Kessler, the rookie, he's top 5 in blocks. He coming off the bench. Like that bench unit is real. Jerry Vanderbilt got them in top 10 in offensive rebounding.
I like his energy.
So like hey, like Utah don't got the star power.
They don't got the superstar names or nothing like that. But I get what you're saying though.
I just think they gonna be hard out in that play in. That's all I'm saying. Like Golden State,
they gonna compete, no doubt.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm looking at this commercial. You know, the All Star gonna be in Utah. You know, they got to find a way to get in there. The NBA ain't gonna allow that to happen.
Bro, marketing is real, bro. I love his game. I loved his game coming out of Arizona. It just, situation. So I ain't gonna stunt in that 9-10. If they stay in that 9-10, I think they can come out that 9-10 game. And I
think that last spot is gonna be a toss up between Lakers and Minnesota.
Say, man, I ain't gonna stun you. Hey, let's talk about the Sacramento Kings and Lakers game real quick. Hey, LeBron, I'm not gonna cap. LeBron still cold as hell. Hey, and he is playing like power point forward. Like he's actually playing power point forward. Lakers had 70 points in the paint against Sacramento. 70.
Do not be surprised if the Lakers end up getting that 8 seed.
I don't see them going that high because you still got to count for Golden State, Phoenix.
I'm just talking about after. I'm talking after the play-in and all that shit. They gonna lock up that 8 seed. I'm just saying, do not be surprised.
Okay,
bro, this shit's still too wide open, bro.
So let's say the Lakers
standings right now,
and they match up with the Nuggets. How do y'all feel about that matchup in the first round? The Nuggets Lakers first round.
I think that'll actually be a decent matchup if everybody's healthy. If LeBron, AD healthy, you got Russ coming off the bench, I feel like that'll be a solid matchup.
You motherfuckers. So okay,
hold on, you finna act like LeBron ain't just have a good game against them a couple games ago without AD?
How many games that series going in your mind, Christian Ray? I'm gonna start with Chris since you talking at your neck.
If the Lakers have to win it, it's going 7. If the Nuggets go ahead and take care of what they're supposed to do, it's supposed to be a 5 or 6.
What about you, Ray? How do you feel that series would go? A 1-8 matchup.
It's probably gonna go in 5.
On whose side?
On the Nuggets side. Come on now.
See, you a real one. I fucks with you. That's a 5-game series, Chris. I ain't gonna lie to you. that's a,
Hey man,
that's
you
a
can believe
5.
what you want to.
Okay,
I'm
shit.
gonna
So
say, I
so
mean, it is hard to bet against LeBron in the
I
playoffs,
just
but
don't think
I
that
just don't,
I don't think
I don't
LeBron is
see the
gonna
Lakers.
let that
I don't see the
series be
Lakers.
over in 5, bro.
I don't see the
Like
Lakers
I feel
making the
like if
right
they were to
adjustments.
lose
Nor,
that,
I mean, I don't know, man.
go,
It's
go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
I don't see the Lakers making the right adjustments. I know Lakers talking about they working out DeMarcus Cousins and Myers Leonard, but I'm like, we need
I'm not even
blockbuster
taking them into
trades.
consider. I'm taking into consideration. AD is gonna come back. I feel like Thomas Bryant is a lot better than what people are trying to give him credit for.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
he's definitely been playing way better.
I feel like man, I can't even remember the boy name right now. Austin Reeves is a
Austin
actual
Reeves,
pivotal
Dennis
player to
Schroeder.
what they do. Uh, Dennis Schroeder,
That's
I don't know. I
nasty.
don't even know what that motherfucker do no more, dog.
You know, like Dennis Schroeder. Everybody be hating on Dennis Schroeder. They offered him 100
This
mil. Y'all better
this
quit acting like Dennis
this
Schroeder ain't like.
last
No,
game they
I'm not
played,
saying he's not good. It's just like, bro, ever since then, it's just like he just hasn't been getting used like that no more. I mean, don't get me. I was a Dennis Schroeder fan when he was playing in Atlanta. I thought he was a good pickup for LA. I thought it was the dumbest move that I seen all offseason when he didn't take that goddamn money.
Yeah, he was silly for that. But Dennis Schroeder coming
So,
out, he was getting compared
he
to
been having
Tony
some good
Parker.
games on this season so far.
He had 20
but yeah,
plus
bro,
again.
I
You know. Go
But
ahead,
yeah, bro,
Chris.
I just can't sit here and just say that, oh yeah, Nuggets gonna handle them in 5 games if everybody on the Lakers is healthy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that, oh, like if LeBron is there, anything is possible. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm like, I know if nothing else, if nothing else, LeBron can at least give me 2 games if they're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? But
Um.
like I said, in order for the Lakers to win, it's gonna take them 7 games. For the
Okay.
Lakers to win, it's going to take 7 games.
So who's your 4 pick in the play-in, Chris? Who's your 4 play-in team?
Well, because I got
4 play-in the Suns, Warriors, Jazz, Timberwolves. That's what it is right now. And then I'm gonna go Ray. Ray, get your 4 together because I'm coming to you
I already got
next.
I already said I don't know who started the
Well,
4.
I gotta say it. We gotta do it in order so we can hear it again. Well, go ahead, Chris.
um the only way that the Lakers could be knocked out is if the Trailblazers go on a run. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Suns, Warriors. Ooh, I don't think the Jazz are gonna. Well, shit. I don't think the Jazz will make it if the Timberwolves get healthy and Cat come back. So I'd probably knock them out. So the way like if it was just like this the rest of the season, I would definitely say the Suns and the Warriors at 7 and 8. I would probably put the Timberwolves at 9,
Mm-hmm.
and then feel like it'll probably come to a nip and tuck towards the end of the season to see who would get it between the Trailblazers and the Lakers for that 10 spot.
You sleep on Utah, but I like it. Go ahead, Ray. Who your
No, I
4?
hate
I'm not
Four?
Phoenix.
sleep on them. I just kind of feel like a healthy Trailblazers team is just a little better than the Jazz. Just right
Okay.
now. Like Utah's not off. I mean, again, I'm just looking at what Portland got around them, and I'm that boy Simons is the truth. And I just think when they healthy, I just feel like they're a little better than the Jazz.
I mean, okay, that's understandable. Go ahead, Ray, with your 4. Go ahead. I
I
want
had
to hear.
Phoenix, Golden State, Utah, and Lakers.
Okay. Okay. I think it's gonna be how it is now. To be honest, I feel like it's gonna be the Suns, Warriors, Jazz, Timberwolves. And I don't know in which order it's gonna switch around the order, but it's gonna be them 4. Like the
Right.
Lakers, I feel like it's just too late. I feel like they still a good team, and ain't nobody gonna want to play them just throughout the season because they gonna be trying to get in that 10th spot. But I
They
just feel
still
like
got about 55. They got like
they got,
57,
they
58
got
games left.
LeBron old as hell, and AD is is injury
He's
prone.
still playing, man. Stop that. Stop that.
No,
He old as hell take, man.
no, I'm saying
He
if he
better
got
than
a
he better than everybody best player on them playing teams you just named off.
Well, I do think.
he's
I
not better
mean,
than Booker Curry.
who?
He's better. He's better than the
He
Timberwolves
not
players.
better than okay.
What?
Well, the only thing about like I don't mind LeBron like not playing all the games and shit like it's like how he was doing or whatever. It's just I think he choosing to do this shit kind of at the wrong time. Like I don't really like how he just decided to miss this Denver game, and
He does.
I mean that's a conference opponent. You know, if you're gonna sit out against somebody in the East. You know, and even if they a top dog or not, you know, sit out against somebody over there. Don't sit out against the Nuggets. I don't care if you just beat them or
Are you
not.
surprised, Chris? Are you surprised for real? Come on, bro.
Let's not. We're not gonna start, man. We're not gonna start,
No, I'm
man.
just saying.
LeBron
And
already done
Ray,
torched him.
who's better? So LeBron better than Devin Booker?
Yes.
So we go act like Devin Booker wasn't playing like a top 10 player before he got hurt. That's what we go do.
We gonna act like LeBron not.
So you so you still think LeBron a top 10 player just because he's been 14 and
Name
12?
me 10 players better than LeBron James right now.
Okay, starting with Giannis, Jokic, Luka, KD,
JT.
Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid. I still have Curry over him. I still have Booker over him. No, I'm gonna put Mitchell. Mitchell, that's 8. That's 8. Mitchell. Then I'm gonna put Ja and Zion. Yes, Ja and Zion is better than LeBron James. I don't care what you say. Right now.
Which
I'm
brings
not
me to
mad
my
at it.
next points, kids. Don't smoke crack.
Who he better than I named off? Who he better than? Where you got LeBron
You really
now?
just
I
said
respect the fact-
Donovan Mitchell is a better basketball player than LeBron James right now.
Yes. Yes.
Now I just want to make sure we're not getting it confused right now. We just talking about this year. I don't want you to
I
get
know.
all of LeBron. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Bro,
You don't
he
like
doing that.
Donovan? Well,
They've been 14 and 12. You act like LeBron done led them to 12 and 0. Like, God damn, they done beat Charlotte and a couple more sorry ass teams. The best win they got the last 10 games is the Kings, bro. Relax, right? You got him back in top 10 already. Relax.
Okay, man.
Was he in your top 10 before this little run?
The only reason I didn't have him in my top 10 because they wasn't winning.
They're still not winning. They're
Yeah,
still
they are.
not winning.
They just got off a 5-game win streak.
And what is their record now? What are their seed now? They're not in the play-in game. It still matters. You evolve him to top 10, even though he's still not in the play-in, right? That's what we doing
They
now.
are half a game out of the play-in.
And they're still not in it. I don't care, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro. For them to be on a 5-game winning streak and just now barely cracking up to be in the play-in, it still matters, fam. But we got to move on to the middle of the pack because I ain't trying to smoke y'all on this Lakers shit. That's crazy. But
Luka versus LeBron.
I'm gonna do 6-4. You got Clippers at 6, Mavericks at 5, Kings at 4. Which I got to say about them 3 teams. You go ahead, Ray.
Out of all those teams that you named off in the top 6, only 3 of them got a 500 or above record against 500 and above teams.
And that's who?
Denver, Memphis, and the Mavericks.
Shocker.
Clippers is 5-11 against 500 teams.
Yep. I had
Sacramento 8-9, and New Orleans is 7-9.
I had that. See, this where it get interesting. I got a couple of notes on these teams. I'm gonna start with the Clippers just because I'm gonna see what y'all think about this. Clippers got a top 10 defense, but they're not in top 10 in steals or blocks. They're bottom 20s in all damn near all offensive categories, and they was on a losing streak until the Mavs game. They're four. They lost four. Uh, at the last 10 games, they lost 4 or 5 against lock playoff teams, and then uh they had that bad loss against Denver, but they beat the teams they supposed to beat, and they struggle against teams that are in the playoffs. So, like, oh, are we out on the Clippers? Like, what they Clippers? That Clippers shit looking like, man. I'm out.
I'll let y'all go first, and then yeah.
What you say? What you say about the Clippers?
You say they a top 10 defense, but they not top 10 in steals or blocks. And then I say they're damn near mid to low 20s in everything on offense. Not a great rebounding team. They're bad against good teams. Uh they was on a losing streak till they beat the Mavericks where Kawhi went off. So it's like, how do you feel about the Clippers right now?
I mean, like you were saying, it's still some inconsistencies. But then again, I think it's all just about them. Because Kawhi still sit in some games. So I mean, it's all about them just getting back in a rhythm and finding a rhythm. Because you have to play games to find a rhythm. You can't be like, oh, well, I played 3 or 4 games in a row. Now I'm going to sit out like like a back to back or something. Like, no,
You
y'all
think
team are in no position to be doing that.
they better than the Kings?
Not right
Just
now.
off eye test.
Not right now.
Chris,
I go last.
no, I already said my opinion. I think the Clippers are fraud. I think they the worst team at this group three. I got the
Oh, you
Mavericks.
already said your piece,
Yeah.
because boy, hold on, because you already know how I feel about that one nigga on there,
Who?
Kawhi. But I ain't even. This ain't even just about him right now.
Kawhi ass.
uh, well, shit. I might as well just go ahead and let y'all. I wouldn't even plan on going too deep into the Clippers, but I'm finna go on a little rant.
Go ahead.
Uh, it's championship or bust for the Clippers, my friends. It's
Hmm.
championship or bust, and I don't care
Hmm.
what anybody says. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George came over there grabbing their nuts when they went to the Clippers, and they
Hmm.
have nothing to show me for it. They have nothing to show me for it. Now I understand injuries and some shit that may have happened, but at some point the shit got to stop. The excuses have got to stop. That nigga Kawhi Leonard has been paid the most money to show up in a New Balance jumpsuit, and I'm just getting goddamn sick of it. I'm getting sick of the shit. I'm getting sick of it. Everybody can talk about the like. I know we done talked about the Nuggets. We can talk about the Pelicans, but you know what? If I want to keep it a buck, I better see Kawhi winning, raising a goddamn trophy this goddamn year come June. I better see Kawhi Leonard raising a trophy come June.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
if not, all this resting he doing, talking about, oh, I don't really too much care about the regular season. If they make it to the playoffs, if somebody is not raising a trophy named Kawhi Leonard, blow it up.
Okay. This 3-6 matchup right now be Pelicans versus Clippers. How y'all feel about that matchup?
They better win that damn series. That's
You
all I
think they
know.
could? You think they could? Fully
They
healthy.
can.
Zion Ingram versus fully healthy Kawhi Paul George.
That's gonna
It'll
be an
be it'll
interesting
be
matchup.
tough. It's gonna be an interesting matchup because
Hey,
hey,
think
you
about
already
it.
know who they
Pelicans.
gotta play.
I'm gonna get to the
You
Pelicans
know who
later.
they gotta play.
Yeah. Okay,
You know who they got to hold down if they got to see the Pelicans right now, but they
so
better win
so
that
Ray,
damn series.
so Ray,
At
go
this
ahead and
point, I
rank
don't
the
give a
three teams.
at this point I don't give a fuck
Said
about
rank.
none of that. You can say what you want to, but the LeBron and AD been in LA just as long as Kawhi and AD, and y'all can call it a Mickey Mouse ring, cubic zirconia. Them boys got a championship to show for it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a ring. If you look on Wikipedia, guess what it says? 2020 NBA champion.
That's cool. It's cool. I understand. Go ahead, Ray. Rank them three teams, then I'm gonna come back to you, Chris. Rank them
The
three.
bottom three of the top six.
Yeah.
Uh, exact. I mean, well, no, I'll probably say Dallas, then Sacramento, then Clippers.
Okay. Go ahead, Chris. You think the same way?
The Mavericks fandom in me wants to put Mavericks number one, but in a 7-game series,
I don't
I
want to see
would
that boy
probably
Luca in
have
those.
to
The
pick.
Kings do not want to see
I
no
would probably
Luca
have
in
to
no
see.
seven
I
game
probably have to
series.
pick. I'm sorry, bro. I'd have to pick the Kings. Bro, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
gee.
I
What
would,
the?
but it's only by a
The
little
Kings
bit.
don't
But
have nobody that will answer to what Luca can do.
nobody. Wait, you talking about, bro? The Clippers didn't really have nobody that can answer to him. Like that nigga was outscoring
Yeah,
Kawhi
Kawhi
and Paul
Leonard.
George.
Kawhi Leonard and Kawhi at least could go blow for blow.
No,
He
I'm
couldn't
saying it
stop him,
was
so he
no.
tried to
I'm saying there were
outscore him.
game. I'm saying Luca had a couple games where he actually outscored both of them. That's what I'm saying. But of course, eventually, the numbers are just gonna take over with that, and it did
Chris,
happen. I'm not
What you
saying
think he
that,
gonna do
but
to the
bro,
Kings?
Chris, stop it. De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis is worse
hold
than
on,
Paul George and Kawhi.
bro. But but see, y'all missing my point. I'm not talking about what they got. I'm talking about what we got.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about what we got, nigga.
Luka Doncic,
I
a generational player.
defensively. De'Aaron Fox is gonna do De'Aaron Fox things, and I just hope that somebody decides to play defense on Sabonis and don't just let him do what he want to do, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Bro,
I'm just worried about the
bro,
matchup. That's
they
the only
gave up
reason why
70 points in
Nobody
the
on the
paint.
Kings has playoff experience
To
other than Harrison Barnes.
Kevin Herter.
Oh yeah,
eh,
I forgot Kevin Herter too. But yeah, I mean,
They got Matthew Dellavedova. I seen him the other night.
I'm looking at matchups, bro. I'm just looking at matchups. Look, come on, bro. Let's just be
man,
honest, bro. We've been
foul
talking
wager.
about it's pretty much Luka
Luka
or
gonna average
nothing
50
the
against the
whole
Kings.
entire time. The whole entire time, bro. You really think I'm supposed to just like the second best player that I can put my hope in, of course, is Seawood. Then is Maxi Kleber. I can't trust Tim Hardaway or Finney Smith to save my life. I just can't. It's too
Chris,
much inconsistencies for me.
that's
The
cool.
Mavericks beat Phoenix last year, and you talking about they gonna struggle against the Kings?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Luka clears
Bro,
Sabonis
I
and
just
Fox combined.
you said what?
Luka clears Fox and Sabonis combined, bro. You can
Okay,
add
so
the
let's say
two
that
up.
Luca.
You can add the
Okay,
two
so
of them
let's
into
just
one
say
player.
So let's just say that Luca takes care of them two right there with just what he does. Are you saying that the rest of the Mavericks players are just way
It
better
don't
than the
matter.
rest of the Kings players?
Nah, I'm saying it don't matter. I'm saying like I'm more
Okay.
scared of the Clippers. I rather face the Kings in a 4-5 matchup than the Clippers in a 4-5 matchup just because De'Aaron
Oh no,
Fox,
give me that. Give me that.
huh?
I want that.
We lost to the Clippers 2 days ago. Kawhi
That's
went
fine.
fucking silly. Kawhi see Luka and he starts smiling as much as he can smile. Like I think he genuinely likes to play. I really think like great players like to play each other, and I think Kawhi gets up against great players, and it's just like I just don't want to see Kawhi. I don't want to see Kawhi, bro. I'd rather see De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. Sabonis, bro. Sacramento is they give up 56 points in the paint per game. That's bottom 4. You know who the other 3 teams is? Utah, San Antonio, and Detroit. That's what Sacramento is in terms of giving up points in the paint. Luca is going to dominate them. I want that. No offense, but okay. We now let's get to the
I
nitty
just feel like
gritty.
Sacramento, hey, it's. I just feel like they up and coming. I just feel like they wouldn't be no scrub.
They the worst fourth seed. They're a bad fourth seed. I'm not gonna
I don't
count.
think that's.
They
I don't
really
think
a
that's
six
nice.
seed or a seventh seed, but they in the fourth right now. So, but nah, I ain't going. Okay, now the top three seeds. This is where it get interesting because you can make a case for any one of them. Nuggets at one, Grizzlies at two, Pelicans at three. Uh, who want to pop this off? Because this is where it's finna get juicy.
I think it's in
You
their exact
saying
order.
Nuggets at one, Pels at two, and Grizzlies at three?
Yep.
No, Grizzlies is number two, and Pelicans at three.
Yeah, Pelicans at three, Grizzlies at two.
Oh,
I think it's
Yeah.
Pelicans
on.
get
I
it.
think it's
Oh,
the order that they in.
See, Ray, you a smart guy. I feel the same way.
Because
But
another thing I pay attention to is what your record is in close games. And once again, the Pelicans are below 500 in close games.
who the best team? It's Denver, ain't it?
Denver is 4-4. Memphis 2-2. Pelicans 3-4. I mean, that's not too far from 500, but still, that matters though.
See, Ray, me and you picked Denver in the predictions like before the season as to be number one spot. So this is not a surprise they in the number one spot. But me watching the games, I think Memphis is has the best roster construction in terms of top to bottom in the West because Pelicans really have the best overall roster when healthy, but I don't trust the Pelicans' health. That's the only reason why I thought when I made the video, when we was talking in two podcasts ago about the Pelicans and Memphis, I had Memphis. I'm not the biggest Ja fan, but I think Desmond Bain. See, Desmond Bain, this is what people don't understand. Before he got hurt, he was averaging 25 points. He was shooting 49% from the field, 47% from three, and 97% from the free throw line. That's what he was doing. He got hurt. And then in the next month, he was shooting 33% from the field. And now this month, like coming back out, because he was getting right in December. But January, he back to 45%, 56% from three, and he back at 20 points a game. So I feel like Desmond Bain is coming back. Desmond Bain was terrible. When the
Yeah, the
Grizzlies was
first couple games
losing,
he got there.
when the Grizzlies was losing to Phoenix and Golden State, bro, Desmond Bain was terrible, bro. And he still was chunking. So it's like it ain't like he was terrible at not shooting. He was terrible at still shooting. So he was a big part of why they suck. Like he shot 15% against Phoenix Suns. He shot 30% against Golden State. So I feel like if Desmond Bain, he's slowly getting his stride back. I feel like Memphis is the best team in the West. They don't have the best player in the West. They don't have this and that. They don't have this and that. But I feel like Ray, how do you feel about this? I think Jaren Jackson Jr. more impactful than Bam Adebayo.
This season, yeah, for sure. I don't know what's going on with the Heat, but that's another topic
Yeah,
for another
but,
day.
but I'm saying
Um,
Jaren Jackson is that good. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like Jaren Jackson has something that Bam doesn't have, and that's confidence.
What I just tell you, Chris? What I tell you earlier? Exactly, just that. What I tell you, Chris? I told that to Chris exactly like that. I said, man, I literally said that. See, yeah. And I think Desmond
he
Bain,
just said it.
and I think Desmond Bain is up to par with Jamal Murray, if not better. I think he is actually better than Jamal Murray at this point. Uh, I think Jaren Jackson Jr. would do a better job on Jokic than Bruce Brown would do on Ja. And I feel like Desmond Bain will win a matchup against Murray. You know what I'm saying? Michael Porter Jr. is food on defense, and we don't know if his shot go fall. So, you know,
But you forgetting some key people. Did you already say Bones Island?
I take Tyus Jones.
Oh, with Bones?
Yes, Tyus Jones without Ja, he averages 21 points.
I don't know about that one.
Say, man, you get caught up in the bag. Bones more flashy. Bones got a bag, but Tyus Jones a more solid option as far as winning is concerned. I think Brandon Clark and Aaron Gordon clears Brandon Clark, but Brandon Clark is probably the best bench big outside of Bobby Portis. Uh, Say, man, y'all sleep on that Memphis bench. Zaire Williams, he a good rotation guy. Like, hey, Memphis got a from top to
I just
bottom.
I don't see them beating Nuggets though.
Why? What that
Like all
series
that
look like?
Jokic dominating.
I don't think anybody can dominate Jaren Jackson. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not dominate. I think Jokic will have to defer to Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray will have to dominate because he'll have the better matchup. I feel like that's just not a great matchup. Jaren Jackson Jr. is really great defensively. That's a top five defense right
That's the
there.
thing though. Jokic is a crafty big.
That's true.
He's not gonna go out there and just try to like, okay, give me the ball in the post. I'm about to just go for 30 on you. No, he's gonna get his passing involved. He's gonna get the team ball movement involved, and when you least expect it, now he punching you in the mouth.
Hmm.
That's not the type of defense that Jaren Jackson is ready. Like he's not ready for that type of offense. He want to play somebody straight up. Okay, yeah, I know what you about to
There
do.
you go.
With Jokic, you don't
Gas
never
him
know
up.
what he about to do. He sometimes you think, oh, I'm stopping him. He playmaking though.
Gas him
He
up.
facilitating. So it's like, dude, that defense ain't gonna matter when what I'm doing
Gas
is
him up.
facilitating.
Okay.
Gas
So
him up.
who's stopping Ja? Who they got you think can stop Ja?
Y'all gonna stop yourself.
The floor. The floor.
Whoa.
Exactly what you just said, Ray. He gonna stop himself.
How?
I feel like this is what I naturally feel about Ja in real big moments, especially against competition. I feel like he gonna beat himself.
I feel like I understand that point, but I feel like quarters 1 through 3, he's gonna do him. But we seen Desmond Bain can be a closer though. Desmond Bain is one of those
And
guys.
that I was just about to say that. Do we think that Ja recognizes that Desmond Bain is his closer?
Yes, because he's a point guard. I think Ja Morant isn't that type of guy. Ja Morant is gonna feed the hot hand. Because like I talk shit about Ja, but I do think he's a good actual point guard. I don't think he's just a super floor general right now, but I think eventually he can head that way. Like Ja has no trouble. He don't have no problem feeding the hot hand. He don't have no problem seeing other people win. And I think Desmond Bain was averaging 25 before he got hurt. On great, like his numbers was all time. So it's like I feel like the leap that Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson Jr. are making is going to be very key into that matchup because people are thinking about Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson on how we used to think of them, but they're legitimate stars in their own right at this point. They're legitimate second and third options. They're legitimate guys. So because you could say Jaren Jackson Jr. is a top 3 defensive big. You can say Desmond Bain is a top 5, top 10 shooting guard, just depending on how you want to rank them. And Ja Morant, we know he's a top 5 point guard. Uh, I feel like Tyus Jones is the best backup point guard in the league. Brandon Clark is the second or first best bench big. So it's like, hey, they got a team, bro. They coach ain't bad either. For them to do all this winning, and they hardly ever have all 3 of their best players in the lineup. They're second in the West, really tied for first. I'm just saying, it's an argument. But like, you know what I'm saying? It could go either way. I just think defensively, they're just so good. And then I feel like their second and third best player are as good as the Nuggets second and third best player, if not better. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think Bain over Murray, and I think Jaren Jackson is just as good, if not better, than Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon been balling though. The key is Jokic. If Jokic can dominate Jaren Jackson, then I give you that, right? But if Jaren Jackson can play the defense, I think he can play on Jokic to where it's just like you give him more problems than anyone else. Jokic gonna be Jokic.
So you telling me the guy that you saying is gonna be a 3 MVP back to back to back,
Mm-hmm.
and you doubting what he can do against Jaren Jackson Jr. That's what you're telling me.
I think Jared Jackson. See, we saying that because how we look at Jared Jackson right now. But I feel like in a couple years we're gonna be looking at Jared Jackson as a generational defender, bro. That's how I feel. If I'm
And what
going,
do, and what do generational talents in general do against generational defense?
that's true. But I'm saying it has to be that type of Jokic performance because everything else.
When have we not seen Jokic perform on the in the playoffs?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying looking at that
I
matchup,
mean, so you
man.
put in hope into a team that we haven't seen perform in the playoffs versus a player that we have seen perform. That's what I'm not understanding.
Memphis made the second round. Ja got hurt. Who
They
knows how
played
that
terrible in the
series went.
first round. They really played. Ja was playing good in the second round. The rest of them was playing terrible in the second round.
I think everything that happened to them is needed, bro. Because they got smacked by the Warriors and Suns back to back, and then they went on an 8-game winning streak. So I feel like it's all part of the learning process with these young teams. Look at the Celtics. The Celtics was all shaky last year, and the Celtics was supposed to win the finals, got smacked, but then they hit the ground running this season. You got to let young teams develop and people become more. Like Jalen Brown, he's becoming more. He went from a top 25 player to a top 15 player. And I'm saying the same thing can go for Bain and Jackson Jr. That's all I'm saying. Because we look at Bain and Jackson Jr., and those are not the names that we consider when we talk about stars. But I feel like their production and their trajectory. Hey, if Desmond Bain can be a 22 point per game scorer, if Jaren Jackson can be an all defensive first team, borderline defensive player of the year candidate, and John Morant is a borderline top 10 player, there's no shame in Jokic losing to a team like that. That's all I'm saying. How you feel about that, Chris?
I see what you're saying about the defensive part of it, but at the same time, I'm also trying to think what would Jaron Jackson Jr. be able to do against Jokic?
On offense?
Like, yeah, I think that's a very, I think
Jaren
that's a
Jackson
conversation
Jr.
that
been
really needs
hooping.
to be had because Jaron Jackson Jr. is can move. And we just got through talking about that. Jokic is not an athletic defender, so when it comes to actually having to guard somebody, it might be some trouble.
Let me give you Jaren
But they
Jackson
gonna
Jr.
they gonna they
last
gonna
five
have Gordon.
games.
They gonna have Gordon on him.
Jaren Jackson been
You said
21
what?
and 9.
They gonna have Gordon on Jackson.
Did y'all hear Jaren Jackson last five games? He's been 21 and 9, 61% from the field, and 47% from three. On the season, he's at 17 and 6, but he averaging 2.3 blocks. And in his last 5 game stretch, he's been averaging 4 blocks. Like Jaren Jackson as a third guy, that's pretty damn good, bro.
He
As
giving
a
CJ McCollum a run for his money for third option.
I told you, right? Remember, I said CJ McCollum and Jared Jackson damn near equal as third option. That's what I'm saying. Desmond Bain and Jared Jackson right
That
there.
nigga
I was
Ray ain't
being
shit.
facetious, but
That nigga Ray ain't shit.
Hey, you can play all you
but
want to.
no,
All
it's
right.
not even close between them. I'm sorry. CJ McCollum has actually dropped 40 as a third option. Well, I guess you can say he's the second option right now, but still, overall, he a third option.
I'm just saying,
Bro, my
y'all.
only thing
We
is
done
like when
seen him
we
outplay the number one option on multiple occasions.
No, that's true.
but
But Jared
so
Jackson is 17, 7, and 3 blocks. Like
That's third option numbers. CJ
that's what I'm
McCollum
saying.
not even putting up third option numbers.
so
Because he's not
speaking of
currently
CJ
the third option.
McCollum, what do y'all think the Pelicans could be if they fully healthy? Do
Uh,
y'all not think that the Pelicans could knock one of them
The
teams off?
Pelicans can compete against anybody if they healthy.
I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon. Just like Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, that's what I compare it to. Brandon Ingram and Zion have only played. So I got the number. They only played 12 games together so far this year. They're 7-5. Over their career, they're 46 and 47 all time together. Those two. So we not finna
You
just act
saying
like they just they go put it together overnight. Like they don't look that
Right.
good together. They don't look that good together. They got to figure it out like Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum because when you're that good and you have to kind of pick your spots with another great player, it's hard to just work right off the bat. LeBron and Wade didn't win right off the bat. It's some shit you got to figure out. Like it doesn't matter. You can put two great players together, but it's gonna take some time to figure it out, especially since they young and they both injury prone. I don't trust those two availability. So the only thing Pelicans got going for them is the future, and I think they have the best coach in the West. I think Willie Green is that good of a coach. Don't forget, they was giving Phoenix, boy, they was giving Phoenix hell, boy. And he was literally out coaching Monty Williams, old fake Deacon wannabe. Let me see. Let me see.
That
That man is a bona fide hater.
Monty, I don't like Monty Williams like that, bro. I don't like Monty like
How you
that.
go?
As a coach, I think Willie Green better.
How soon we gotta forget?
Forget what?
He had a worse Pelicans team and was getting them to the playoffs.
That Chris Paul team? That Chris Paul team? That's with David West, Peja Stojakovic, J.R. Smith, Chris Paul.
I mean, so wait. So
James Posey,
can we not say? Can we not say that last year?
Rasul
Can we not say
Butler.
that last year was one of? Can we not say that last year was one of the great one of the great coaching turnaround after the trade deadline?
That was a GM position move. That wasn't a coaching move.
Man, that shit was coaching. Because before, bro,
You don't think he talk? You don't think
wait
the
a minute.
coaches involved in
I don't
trade
think nobody
moves?
rushed to that. I don't think he rushed to that front office and said we need CJ McCollum.
No, he's coaching. Because look, right before Zion, well, when Zion was hurt and when Ingram was hurt, they were still on ESPN just because the contract go. Because ESPN always put Pelicans on there, even though Zion never plays ESPN games. But they still was very competitive in them ESPN games without their top two players. That comes back down to coaching. Oh, that's how we know about Jose Alvarado, Herb Jones, and Trey Murphy
I
because
mean, they
they had
didn't have nobody. They had to play the whole game.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They still was competitive. They wasn't getting blown out without Zion and Ingram. They just didn't have enough. They didn't have shit. And then when Ingram came back and CJ got there, that's when they was good. Like, bro, y'all gonna quit disrespecting Willie Green. Willie Green gonna show y'all. I don't think it's gonna be this year, but probably like next year. And if they could stay healthy, or
That's the only thing, bro. They just got to stay healthy.
I would trade one of them, to be honest. I would trade one of them. But we said the same thing about
You got
Jalen
to
Brown.
you got to give me a year. You got to give me a year.
Yep. Because we said the same thing about Tatum and Brown. So that's why I don't think
I didn't say that shit. I would have traded that. You already got them both paid. Why trade them?
No, this was back then. I would have traded just because it wasn't working. They were getting their ass whooped last year at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, but you already know how the NBA goes, bro. Sometimes when you got players that good and when they've already gotten as far as they've gotten, you gonna make a coaching change first before you just start getting rid of players.
They
made
had
a coaching change.
They was new, but I'm saying when you
they made the coaching change.
Start get stale talking about potential. You know that.
I feel you, but at the same time, bro, it literally sometimes all it takes is a culture change. That's all that shit take.
I feel you on that, but if they didn't get that shit together, bro, one of them niggas would have been gone, bro. It's no doubt in my mind.
And I mean, because the only reason why I say that is because they got to the Eastern Conference Finals twice, so it's not like the talent isn't there. So if the talent ain't the problem, of course, the first thing to go is the coach. And we know that Ime started off kind of slow with the niggas last year, but after that All-Star break, they ramped it up and got the number 2 seed and beat the shit out of Brooklyn. So that's the only reason why, like some teams, I be kind of like pump the brakes on trying to blow the shit up. Look and see where they've been,
Uh,
and maybe it might need to be
but,
a
but,
coaching
but see,
change.
but see, trading Ingram. Let's say you keep Zion, trade Ingram. That's not blowing it up because that's still you still have one of the best
It's not.
supporting
It's not.
casts. You still got one of the best supporting casts in the West because you got to think about it. Ingram only played 15 games, y'all. They a top 3 seed. Ingram played 15 games out of 42. So
Yeah,
we got to understand if you get anything for Ingram and that person or them pieces could actually play, and we can get health out of
that's a
Zion.
dub. That's a dub.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. And it's not like
Yeah,
you
I
really
feel
want
it.
to trade them, but it's just like, are you gonna really bank on their availability? How many years you go run it back hoping they stay healthy or hoping they can learn how to play together? They're 46 and 47 together.
Yeah,
They're 7-5 this year. When the year started, everybody was healthy on the Pelicans. They came out the gate 7-5. We was worried about them until Ingram went down and Zion was the guy, and they was good. It always looks good when one of them hurt. I feel like that's the problem with the Pelicans. It's gonna look good as long as one of them hurt. Shit. And that just I think that's just a weird position to be in, me personally.
I feel that though.
So we agree with it being well, we don't agree because Ray got the Nuggets, then you got Memphis and Pelicans, or you got how you got it, Ray?
Yeah, that
Okay.
Nuggets, Memphis, and then Pelicans.
What about you, Chris?
You know I'm biased. I'm going Nuggets, Pelicans, and Memphis.
Oh, hey, say man, y'all gonna have to stand on these takes too. I'm telling you, Memphis gonna win the West. That's real. I
That's
really
fine.
feel that way. I really feel that way. I feel like the they got more rim protection than Denver. I feel like they're more available than New Orleans. But I do feel like those are the top 3 teams, and we never know how it'll really shake out. But I feel like when everybody's fully healthy, just I feel like Memphis is just better all around, bro. That's just how I really feel.
Memphis could have Jesus on that goddamn team. You know if
Bucks
I
lost.
got my
That's the only way I
boy,
would put them over
you know if
Nuggets.
I got my boy on New Orleans, as long as there is that man. I'm sorry, that man child. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, that nigga, boy, I'm sorry. That nigga Zion is the truth. The
Hey,
truth.
hey, well, don't go look at them stats when they play Memphis. Then Zion had some trouble with Jaren Jackson. I'm not gonna cap with you. Sorry.
It was an off night. We all have them.
Oh, it's off night when you playing one of the best defensive guys to stay in front of you, huh?
It ain't gonna happen again.
And then I guess I got to jump out of the limb. I think Jaren Jackson the best rim protector in the league, bro. I feel like Ja he applies pressure on the rim like nobody else. So if you don't have rim protection, Ja go kill you. They can protect the rim with Jaren Jackson, and then they have the second best shooter in the league in Desmond Bain. That sounds like a recipe for success if those are your top 3 players. And he say rim pressure, a shooter, and rim protection. I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I hate Ja, but I don't like Ja. I hate how he talk. He always be trying to be all extra swaggy. They got their ass kicked on Christmas after talking all that shit. No stiff. Like
Boy,
I understand Memphis is ugly, but look at that roster. Look at the roster. Don't look at the names. Look at the name. Look at the production. Look at
I
the production.
mean, I kind of don't mind the talking. I just wish, like, when it comes to, he has a lot of time when he talks and he backs it up. But when it comes to big moments like that Christmas game, that's when I feel like he be talking and it's like, bruh, what the fuck did I just watch?
Nah,
That,
Josh still went for over 30, and he was very efficient. Bane and,
but he lost.
yeah, I still give it to him. But I'm saying, if Bane was coming back off
Like
injury too,
I give you that, bro. Don't get me wrong, but
they was
you can't
available.
talk
So
all
shit.
that. You can't talk all that shit, and then your boys got to back you up at the end of the day. It ain't
Yeah,
like they ain't there talking shit with you. They right
yeah,
there with you. You can't, you know, we see them niggas. We see them.
yeah.
They
I
out
ain't
there
gonna lie.
right there with them,
And it was bad. They lost to the Suns right after that. No Booker now. Oof.
bro.
I ain't gonna.
So
That was a
nah,
bad streak. But they won 8 straight since then, Chris. They won 8 straight since then. And
man,
Bang is
I
back
don't
to
want
his.
to. Them niggas ain't getting no goddamn congratulations for me. Congratulations on your 8, but no, you ain't getting no pass. You was out there talking shit. You wanted your Christmas game. The NBA listened and they gave it to you. And you made the NBA regret their decision. They ain't never gonna listen to another player again.
Hell
They
nah.
never
That,
gonna
that
listen
was
to
good for
nobody else
ratings.
again.
Really, that was a great ratings game. Like for them to lose to the Warriors after talking shit and no Steph. That was bro. Come on, bro. That was the most talked about game of the day.
Yeah, because of that. But it would have been even better if it was the most talked about game if y'all were competitive. Bro, I'm sorry. People cut that game off. Let's
They
just keep
beat
it.
the hell out of them.
They
They beat
beat
the hell out
the
of them.
shit out of them.
Like it was like a spirit. Like I love Clay, bro. Can we talk about Clay real quick, bro? Because I want to go through his stats for his last 10 games. Because I wrote off Clay. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like Clay was already kind of slow, and he already was unathletic. So when that jump shot looked like it was gone, I was out of there with him. Like, but in the A rate, go back to my point, his greatness, because he's still averaging 21 points, 4 rebounds. He's still shooting 39% from three, and it's an off year for him. So that's just a testament to his greatness. So
What did you name off the 4 rebounds for?
I don't know. I don't know. But he's still at 21 full.
That boy named up like he was averaging 6 plus or something rebound.
But I'm saying he's back to that's what
Hey,
he.
chill.
He said, "I gotta add something to make his greatness like it's something."
But now, bro, he's back at 39% from three. It's off his averages because he's a career 41.5% from three. But he's back at 20 points, 21 points a game. You know what I'm saying? His last. Let me look up his last 10, because I know his last 10, bro, was like he been carrying them, bro. Jordan Poole been scoring, but Klay Thompson been right there in terms of he's willing his team as well. In his last 10, he's at 45% from the field, 39% from three, 91% from the free throw line. He's been averaging 35 and 3. Can I say that? 35 and 3 last 10 games. Klay Thompson, we gonna give him his flowers, or we still shitting on him?
I ain't never talked down.
I don't know
Klay,
what the hell just happened.
Klay at 35 and 3, Chris, his last 10 games. 45% from the field, 39% from three, and he's about 90 at the free throw line. If I just checked it correctly. Yeah, 91 at free throw line. So Klay look like he's kind of back, bro.
I mean, I fucks with it. I just hope it sustains itself. Now that Steph coming back,
Steph
I
kind of
just hope.
fucked
I
this shit
just.
up. Him and Wiggins came back. They done lost 3 straight.
I say Steph came back that first game, shot like 3 for 10.
You
I
know
mean,
that
I
they
don't.
last
It's
2
that's gonna
losses.
happen,
No, they
but
lost.
Especially,
it's
They lost to Detroit. They lost to the Suns without fucking 4 of their best players. No, 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 no. They lost to Detroit, Orlando, and the Suns without their top 4 guys. Go ahead, Ray. What you saying?
oh, nothing. I about to say exactly what you was about to say. What you just said.
That's nasty, Chris. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Wiggins and
well,
Steph came
no,
back.
like no. That's what I'm saying. Like how you saying that Wiggins and Steph came back. I was like, yeah, like if you would have told me just one of them would have came back, then yeah, like okay, y'all probably should have won that game. But you trying to fit two players that's been out of it for a while and Steph was not was shit. He was terrible. Let's just go call it what it is. He looked bad. But as far as what I'm saying about Clay, if he would still put up those type of numbers, even with Steph doing what he was doing, I just hope that he's able to sustain it, keep it going, even when Steph gets back to what he was doing, even when Andrew Wiggins
Okay,
get back to what he's doing. If you can just keep that
I
clip,
feel you,
it's gonna be a problem.
but I don't care how long these niggas been out. You lost to the Suns. No Booker, no Aiden, no
Oh no,
Paul, no
The
Kenneth
Suns is
Johnson.
no, the Suns
That's
is the
nasty.
Suns is really that's inexcusable. No, that's inexcusable. That one is
Detroit,
inexcusable.
they don't
I'll
have
give you that one.
Cade. Detroit don't have Cade. They best loss was
That's I
Troy.
mean,
That's nasty.
Corey Joseph is getting minutes.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bogdanovich is the
I mean,
best player
didn't
on that
they?
team.
I mean, didn't they barely? They just barely beat Detroit, didn't?
Damn.
I don't know what's on this connection. That's the third time.
Oh man. Anything you want to talk about? Because we pretty much covered everything in the West.
Your two questions you cover.
Oh, top five coaches
Top
in the
five
West.
coaches in the West.
Yeah, put that boy on that spot. Yeah. What you say they be saying and say, man, you don't bring your notes, bring your knowledge. It really should be easy though, right?
I say Malone Green, Kid. Um, who would I put in this top?
Malone Green kid. Not bad. You still got Tyloo. You still got Steve Kerr.
I mean, I'll
You got
still say Kerr is a top five coach.
so that's four. One more.
I honestly don't know who the coach for Utah.
Will Hardy. Damn.
He That's an underrated pick because, like
Yes.
I said, nobody expected Utah to even be competing this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, you can't just get it all to the coach, but still, like he making the right reads, the right adjustments,
Mm-hmm.
putting the right sets out there. So I mean, I say he top five. I don't know what order I would put them in, but I say they my top five out the West.
Okay, that's perfect. Cause I got in my top five, I got Willie Green, I got Mike Malone, I got Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd. I feel like Steve Kerr is a legacy pick. I feel like he's been kind of terrible this year. So, but yeah, I feel like Ty Lue has kind of fell off. I think that Willie Green and the coach for the Jazz, Will Hardy, has been the most impressive with what they had. Because you, like I said, with the Pelicans, Zion been in and out. Ingram only played 15 games. Herb Jones even been in and out. So for them to still be in top three in the West, uh, Willie Green, what he did in the playoffs last year, like I just feel like Willie Green is just coming up, and he really cares about the game. Dude cried his eyes out when they lost in the first round when they wasn't even supposed to be there. So that be meaning something to me. Like just he actually cares about the game. Will Hardy for the Jazz. I don't like his rotation at times. He plays marketing and Olenek at the same time too much because he has a rookie coming off the bench that's top five in blocks that you could put right next to marketing. And I feel like he would be perfect. Marketing next to a rim protector just sounds perfect. And I don't see why they don't do it more. But other than that, like I think he used Malik Beasley right. He used Clarkson right. He put out lineups where if you put out Jordan Clarkson, he gonna make sure he has Malik Beasley with him or Mike Conley with him. Like he didn't play too many Colin Sexton and Jordan Clarkson time together. Like he matches his personnel good. The only thing I don't like when he matches personnel is playing Kelly Olynyk with Laurie Marketing. They get cooked immediately. I was watching one game. Bro, I'm telling you. Oh, I was watching the Memphis game, bro. Jaren Jackson taking fucking Olynyk off the dribble, bro. He's taking him off the dribble from the free throw line, laying it up, getting N1s, banging his chest. I'm like, bro, I love you, Jaren Jackson, but this Jaren Jackson, y'all. Like, he was, bro, and they were looking like Amari Stoudemire out there when Kelly Olynyk was on the court. Oof. Oof. But other than that, Will Hardy doing a great job. Who your top five coaches, Chris, in the
Top
West?
five coaches.
Yeah.
Oh, in the West.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I thought you about to say over the league, boy. Hold on. Uh, I think I'm gonna go Willie Green.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go. What's Damn, what's the coach at Denver name? I always forget that.
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Darvin Ham. No, I'm playing.
Say, bro. Oh, almost came through the damn screen, bro. I like Darvin Ham, though. I like Darvin Ham, though. He got the boys playing
Hey,
defense.
my nigga Darvin.
Hey, they're not in the play-in yet, bro, y'all. We'll stop it. But Darvin Ham do got them boys playing defense, though.
And then he say, "Hey, boy, he about to have me come to this phone, boy. I
Well,
thought you."
yeah, did.
And they been competitive. So I like Darvin Ham, bro. But come on now.
Oh no, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Um,
So you got Willie Green, Malone,
I
three
got
more.
Willie Green. I got Malone. You know, I'm gonna go Mike Brown with the Kings. I'm gonna go Mike Brown with the
Ooh,
Kings.
that's not bad.
Um,
Yeah, top four seed too. That's crazy.
I wa- is it wrong that I want to say Steve Kerr, but I don't?
I got Steve Kerr in there just because of legacy, but this year he's been sucky. But I got him in there.
Cause bro, part of me really wants to put. I want to put Ty Lue in there.
Shit, you can. They a top six seed still.
Yeah, but it is just cause like I know just cause when people think of the Clippers, it's like oh the Clippers, but nigga, I think people forgetting Ty Lue got to deal with a lot of bullshit over there too.
Yep.
And the fact that he still got them in a 6 seed right now is, I just don't think you can take that away from him. So I'm gonna go Ty Lue. I feel like I gotta leave Steve Kerr out. I mean, I know he done dealt with injuries too, but it's like these other young play. I mean, the only reason why I'm kind of leaving him out is because like I've been watching a bunch of shit on YouTube and shit like that, and a lot of people just kind of questioning like what's going on with this new player development outside of Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Like
I
why are we
get that.
we not seeing we not seeing this young talent
He don't
emerge the
develop
way
young
that
talent.
he's
Yeah.
not developing young talent anymore.
Yeah. I give you that. He didn't develop Clay and Curry. What's
But can
brought
we even say he developed them? That was I mean that was almost inherited.
That's why I said Mark Jackson, but he did bring that system, and that's what we give him credit for. Because Mark Jackson
Right,
didn't
right, right,
really own the
right.
ball trying to be point guard when he brought the flavor that Curry had at Davidson in college to the
Yeah,
Warriors.
yeah, yeah,
They didn't
yeah.
even give they didn't even give Mark Jackson a chance to even switch up a system though.
That's what I'm saying, Ray. That's why I say we can't even. You know what I'm saying? He didn't develop them dudes. He probably developed Draymond because Draymond was the only person that went from nothing to something with under Curry. But Clay and Curry was already down.
Yeah, and I guess for my
He didn't even develop Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, and then Harrison Barnes, they were like 8 points with them, 10 points.
Well, that was
Harrison
one of
Barnes
the
been putting
worst.
up
That was
better
one of
numbers
the
since he
worst
left.
performances I ever seen in the finals by him. That was
Harrison
nasty.
Barnes been putting up better numbers since he left.
And that's what I'm saying. He didn't even develop him. He said,
That boy
"Nah,
got
we
that one
good."
ring and said, "All right, I'm out."
Bro, hey, appreciate it. But I guess if I had to pick a 15, uh, I guess I'd give it to the Jazz. I give it to the Jazz.
Will Hardy, the coach for the Jazz. That's a good
Uh
pick.
huh. Because
That's
it's
a good.
like I thought about giving it because I thought about giving it to Memphis, but it's like, we kind of expected this. But then I thought about giving it to Jason Kidd, and I'm like,
Jason Kidd, a hell of a playoff coach. He a hell of a playoff coach.
yeah,
He, his playoff or just regular season, he probably a little old school, making niggas earn playing time that should be playing, like Jaden Hardy and Christian Wood, which is nasty. But when the playoffs come, he great adjustment. He a little old school with when niggas gotta earn minutes and shit. This ain't the '90s, bro.
yeah. That nigga good. Put him in the game.
Man, and that kid make a nigga wait his turn like old school. I kind of respect it though. Like nigga,
Yes and no, bro. I
How
mean,
that's your second option?
that nigga
That's
had his second
crazy.
option coming off the bench, especially when it really was nobody better starting in his place. Even it was nobody that good starting in his place. That
bro. Thank you.
that shit is wild. But we know when the playoffs come, he's gonna outcoach some dudes, just like he outcoached Monty Williams. After Monty Williams got outcoached by Willie Green, he just got saved. But we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. You know, Monty Williams is a Christian. He using it to hide himself being a terrible coach. No, real talk. I don't like when people do that, man. I be feeling like sometimes, oh yeah, woo woo, but just so motherfucker won't be trying to criticize them and shit. Damn well, man. Uh, real talk, fool. Hey Ray, I'm starting to feel some type of way about Monty Williams, bro. But we will say that for
Because of
some
his faith.
time. I feel like he's using it to mask his deficiency as a
He's
coach.
been like this since day one, though. Before he even got to the Suns, he's always been like this.
But hey, man, when I'm asking you basketball questions, leave God out of it because he put you in position. So now you know what I'm saying. It's you. It's you. I want to talk about you, Monty. That's all
That
I'm
man
saying.
mad because he want to talk about God.
No, see now you making me look like that. We can move on. No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing. Damn, Ray, you gonna do me like that? Ouch! What the hell? I
You
just
the
want.
one said he trying to dodge basketball questions because he want to talk about. I mean,
You
what's
Nigga
wrong with
says,
that?
no say, man. When I'm asking you what's up with DeAndre Ayton and why you handling shit like that, don't get the big A. We've
Listen,
been praying
listen,
about it and all that,
listen.
man. He pissed me off.
Sometimes,
Ray, you know he
sometimes
didn't handle
God
it.
sends, sometimes
hey,
God sends
yo.
mercy your way.
Niggas like, we were like, "What's up with Aiden?" Hey, well, God said back in the, hey, I want to know what's up with this Aiden shit, man.
That nigga said he started telling me a Bible verse. I ain't even asked you all that.
Yeah, hey, Ray, you don't want no answers about DeAndre Aiden. They don't bother y'all. They don't bother y'all. Like Aiden just don't play sometimes. They'll pull him. They don't feed him. Like I don't know what's going on. They didn't even let him go. They didn't let him go. He don't even want to be there. He would have been to the Pacers. They literally hold him and stand, and then they still don't pass him the ball. It's weird, bro. And it's like I don't know, fool. Monty, you got some. Hey man, you got some explaining to do, Monty. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just
I'm
saying,
watching this
bro.
Mavericks and
That's
Lakers
funny, bro.
game.
Oh, it's on right now. We can damn near
It's
ready to start.
halftime,
Yeah, it's
bro.
yeah, I think it
LeBron is
started
hilarious.
at
He said they was holding his jersey. Your boy started getting pissed.
But anything y'all want to wrap it up with? We can do one question real quick a piece, and then
Okay,
we'll
my
wrap it up.
question is to DJ. Why do you hate LeBron so much?
I hate
Wahoo.
LeBron. I hate LeBron just because I think
Oh,
his
why they hate LeBron so much?
yeah I think I hate LeBron so much because I think his career is overrated because he cheated.
But why do
There's
you
no
hate LeBron so much? Give me the reason why you hate LeBron.
I hate LeBron because when he went to the finals in '07, people start putting him where he shouldn't have been. People start elevating him over Kobe just because Kobe was losing to the Suns with Smush Parker as his point guard, Lamar Odom on dope as his second best player. These are facts. Smush
So
Parker
you
never
hate
got a
those
shot.
people. You don't hate LeBron. When they asked LeBron on live TV who the best player in the basketball was, he said Kobe.
Yeah, I hate his fans. I hate the media that covers him in general. Uh, I hate the expectations they placed on him. I hate the narratives they place on him. I hate that he went to Miami. Uh, I hate that he beat KD.
It sound like a
Uh,
Boondocks episode.
yeah. You say what, right?
You sounded like Riley on that Boondocks episode.
Nah, bro. It's like I feel like I have fair criticism on LeBron. I feel like he was I felt like he was picked to win the title when he lost to Dwight Howard in Eastern Conference Finals with no Jameer Nelson. I feel like that's not a big enough blemish on his resume as it should be. I understand he played great, but Jordan played great too when he was getting his ass whooped by the Celtics and shit. He was averaging 40. So it's like we still gotta knock these dudes even if they perform and lose. And I feel like he's the ultimate guy that when
Jordan
he
eventually got
performs,
a Pippen beside him. What was LeBron's Pippen?
say man, hey, you won 66 games. You had some damn body. You had some damn body, bro. You was picked to win the championship. You was picked to win 65 games. You won 66. Something went right. And
So are
like
they
I
a
said,
playoff? Are they a? Is that a playoff team without LeBron?
you see, no, you can't do that because LeBron is in that category of floor raisers. He's one of those guys that you put on a team and he makes everybody so much better than what they are that he could actually win with
So
lesser
don't act
talent.
like he had a bona
No,
fide solid team with him. Then
no, yes, he did. Look, and I'm gonna tell you why. Zadrunas Gaskin made multiple
I'm
All
saying
Star
that boy,
teams.
that boy had
Listen, listen. You asked
teams.
me a question. You asked me.
LeBron.
You brought up LeBron. You wanted to do this.
I brought
So
LeBron. I bring no gaskets. They trying to talk about him. What
Gaskin's
was?
made multiple All Star teams. Am I right or wrong? He made two.
Is he better than Chris Kaman?
Yes. But
You smoking crack.
no, he's better than Chris Kaman. But Delonte West, one of the best microwave scorers in the league at the time. He was getting 14, 15 points a
Mo
game.
Williams was.
No, Mo Williams was an all-star that year. I'm saying as a microwave
He was a
scorer, Delonte
microwave
West,
scorer though.
he was an all-star. He was a starter. I'm telling you that Delonte West was a microwave
Mo Williams
scorer.
was an all-star starter that
Can I go
year.
through the roster, right? Can I
I'm
go through the
saying Mo
roster?
Williams was an all-star starter that year.
Not. He was an all-star that year.
Oh no, I was gonna say, hold on a second. I need to go back and look at that.
Because look, Ray, you got LeBron James, a top 5 player all time, and you could argue he's the greatest talent we've ever seen. You got Zadrunas Ilgauskas. He was still playing at a really good level in terms of he was above average starting center. He could hit the mid range. He cleaned the glass. Anderson Varejao was a rebounding champ, and he was on an all defense team. Mo Williams was an all star. Boobie Gibson had the second highest 3-point percentage that year. Delonte West was a microwave scorer, right? JJ Hickson was a solid bench big. Like, we not finna act like LeBron just had absolutely nothing, bro. Okay, now let's go through the Orlando Rocket, the Orlando Magic. Dwight Howard, Rashard Lewis, Ryan Anderson, Ito Turkaloo, Mikael Petras, Courtney Lee. These dudes not that much better than the dudes on the Cavaliers if they are better.
Rashard Lewis is a multiple
Jameer
All
Nelson was
Star.
hurt. Bring up Jameer Nelson being hurt too, right? Why you don't talk about
Ray
that?
Austin was playing great basketball. People
Okay.
still mad at Orlando for starting Jameer Nelson in the finals, and Ray Fox was playing the way he was playing throughout
I
that playoff.
understand that, but I'm talking about they didn't have an all-star guard. They didn't have their second
They
all-star.
starting five was all in double digits for scoring. Cleveland didn't have that.
That's nobody's fault. You can't absolve LeBron James. He still lost. If your
Those
team
players you named off, numbers went down. So what was they in the playoffs?
Raynard, a loss is a loss. You acting like he didn't have help. I can't control what the help
His
does.
help didn't show up.
So okay, that's not my fault. Is that my fault? You had an all-star.
Why did you name them off then? Why did you name them off? That was a waste of time with naming them off. They didn't do anything.
No, you said he didn't have nobody. They won 66 games. It was picked to win 65.
What are they doing in the postseason? Forget about the season. What are they doing in the postseason?
That's not my fault. They was available. That's not my fault. If
available.
LeBron James was getting 34, but he needed to get 40, he should have got 40, or else the blame go be on him. That's how it go.
You sound like a madman.
So when Kobe lost to Phoenix in round one, when they lost down 3-1, what they say? You was up 3-1, you should have won. That's just what happens. Just because it's a knock to his resume.
He took off a whole game, though, basically. A whole half, if you will.
But I'm saying, though, Ray, you still get blamed when you lose. If you go get the credit when you win, you go get the blame when you lose. He's lost more than he's won. That's a fact. Even if you take off the 2 Golden State rings, he's still 4-4 in the finals. That's a fact. That's why I hate LeBron James. He's getting talked about like he doesn't have the worst resume in the top 5 in terms of winning championships. He does. It's not debatable. And he left. He left Cleveland. He gave himself the advantage over other all-time greats who didn't leave. And it's just a fact. Kareem left, but he won before he left, not after he left.
He got traded. He didn't leave.
Well, either way, he was gone. So that's still different. So he still was in a more advantageous position than other all-time greats. Is that fair to say?
Bye.
That's all I'm saying. And then his finals run was a fluke to me. He beat Antoine Jameson. He beat the Nets. He beat an old Detroit team, no Ben Wallace. Then he got swept in the finals against the best. Come on now. Wizards was 41-41 in that first round. Nets was 41-41 in the second round. I'm just saying.
Is that his fault?
I ain't saying it's his fault, but I'm saying that playoff run is his fault. I'm telling you.
Why did the other teams win?
His team was better. He was supposed to win, and he's LeBron James.
I'm
saying it's a fluke. I'm not saying it's a fluke, but it looks better than what it really was, bro. It wasn't like these other runs, bro. It wasn't like these other runs to the championship, bro. Go look at KD run when he got in 2012. Go look what he went through. That's what I'm saying. That East was cupcake. LeBron's 32-38 all time in the playoffs against the West. Only one with a losing record against the West in the playoffs.
Like and then praise AI for his finals run.
AI doesn't get mentioned in the same breath as LeBron. Stop it, sir. When you talk about LeBron, talk about the other greats. You never talk about the other greats when you bring up LeBron. You always bring up a sub great. Now talk about the niggas in that top 5, top 10. AI not up there, dog. Don't do that. Yeah, you can look crazy.
So you gonna still praise somebody who had
I don't praise him. I'm saying for where his caliber player is, he did good. I like that final run. LeBron's top 5 all time. He's in different conversations. So we got to talk about them different. You got to nitpick people that's all-time greats because the only thing that can separate them is winning. They're all great.
So who's your top 5 again?
My top 5.
Kareem, LeBron, Kobe, and who?
Kobe.
Oh yeah, Magic.
Kobe, Magic, and then I got I don't know about Duncan and Shaq. They kind of interchangeable.
That's still crazy. Cause when I do bring up Kareem and Magic both being on the same team at the same time, being swept 2 times in the finals, not once but twice, with a fully stacked team.
Uh-huh.
That's nasty work. And
Who
you
got
said
better?
you.
Okay, they
Oh
listen to
my
this,
God!
Chris.
I don't care about who got the better finals on record. I'm talking about
It
those 2
matters,
finals alone. Got swept.
and they still positive in all
LeBron got
time.
swept in
You
the
know,
finals with a trash team. They had a Hall of Fame
see,
team and got swept.
but this my thing. My thing is a loss is a loss. If you good enough to get us there, you good enough to do something, ain't you? We can't just give credit to him because he's the greatest
You just
loser of
said you
all
said
time.
earlier, if you bad, you supposed to at least get one.
Yeah,
Why couldn't they get at least one? And they was already a proven team.
that's a knock on them. If you wanna just start knocking Magic Johnson and Kareem, we can do that.
Okay, man.
We can do that.
First you told me not to bring up
Who got more
AI.
championships? Who
You
got
told me
more
not to bring up
championships?
AI. You told me not to bring up AI and tell me some faults about the other greats. I do that, and you still got excuses. I don't understand.
It's not
You
excuses. Who got more rings? They got swept twice and still have more rings than LeBron. Make it
they
make
stayed
sense.
together the whole decade. I hope so.
Who's so this what I'm saying? Do they not have more rings than LeBron James, even though they got
Did they or
swept?
did they not stay together a whole decade?
What does they have to do with anything?
If you're a great team, you stay together for a whole decade. What's gonna happen, DJ?
So what? You go win. But LeBron left for greener pastures and still lost as soon as he got there. Then he lost to an old Spurs team.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta stop calling them niggas old.
Bro, Kawhi Leonard was
They went to
was
back to
was
back finals, but they owed. Okay.
they were old.
They went to back to back finals.
They were old. Tim Duncan was bro. He was getting like 6. He missed a layup in the finals. The greatest power forward of all time.
Was they not knocking off
Missing
the
bunnies.
other top West
Oh,
teams?
you said what?
Was they not knocking off
Okay,
other
they
West
was,
teams?
I'm saying it. I'm saying what I said. They was old still. I'm not saying they shouldn't have won. I'm not saying they wasn't
You
competing. I'm
can't
not
say
saying
that's a
that.
fluke. They went to back finals.
I didn't say it was a. I didn't say it was a fluke. Don't put words in my mouth. I
You
didn't say
trying
it
to
was a
make them
fluke.
sound lesser than what they is by calling them old.
They were old.
Then why were they in
The
back to back
Lakers are
finals?
old.
They were old, bro.
Why were
And
they in
you,
back to back
no,
finals?
no. Okay, okay. Well, answer this question for me, then, Ray. Why do you bring up the Lakers getting swept? Magic. Why you bring up Magic and Cream getting swept twice and still having a better resume than LeBron when it comes to winning finals? Did that impact them not having a better? Did that impact them on having a better record than LeBron in the finals? They got swept twice and still have a better record in the finals than him. That is not good. He's the only person in the top 5 that doesn't have a winning record in the finals. The only one. He's the only outlier. He's the only one that left his team to go somewhere else to make winning easier. And he still doesn't have the most wins, and he still doesn't have a winning record overall in the finals. These are all-time great players. So we judging them off what they do in the finals after that. So that's how I do it. And if you take away the KD rings, they were cheating rings. He's still 4-4 in the finals, still not over 500. That's a fact. There's nothing you could do. You could put makeup on a pig, but that motherfucker's still a pig. That motherfucker still go on it.
Oh shit. Say man.
This man done dedicated his whole life to hate LeBron. So
Ray, fight back! God damn.
that's the only part of his resume he's gonna argue, and he gonna say that's the most important part of your resume. I don't know. That's a team accomplishment, so that's not the most important part of your resume. That plays a huge factor in your resume, but it's not the most important part.
I
And
feel it. I feel it.
that's why context matters, and that's why I brought up Magic. Magic, Kareem, and Worthy played, I think, in more finals as a trio. Only trio they probably played in more finals than them is what's it called? And I don't think they played in more finals as a trio. Well, they might have played in more finals. Is Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan. That stuff matters. Then you add in Byron Scott, who was there for a long time, Kurt Rambis, Michael Cooper. Like, come on now. Like, dudes, Michael Cooper was coming off the bench and was winning Defense Player of the Year. Byron Scott was like a fourth option, averaging between 18, 19 points a game. As a fourth option. So when you got all these pieces around you, I hope when it's all said and done, you do have a better you do have a pretty good. And the crazy thing is, Magic only 5-4 in the finals. So we're not about to act like he just dominated when he went to the finals, even though he had a team that should have dominated. People talk about Boston Celtics, man. Lakers supposed to, man, no. Lakers supposed to chop their head off. That's what I always say. Like, man, people talk about what's the greatest Lakers team. That, man, Kobe and Shaq, they did exactly what was supposed to be done. When they was on the same page, nobody was coming close to beating them dudes.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of hard to argue a 3-peat team.
It's easy to say, oh, LeBron got the worst. LeBron got the worst finals record. I mean, out of the top 5, ain't too many of them that had part of what's it called finals competition. Especially Jordan. Jordan probably had the least amount of competition in finals. In that top 5.
I'm glad you said it. Because really his toughest competition was Utah, in my opinion.
His toughest competition was the New York Knicks. Once he got past,
well,
him,
yeah,
he knew he was winning the finals.
Yeah, I think that, and I tell people that I think that his toughest competition was getting past them niggas in the East. But I do feel like the Jazz was like his toughest finals competition, though. I feel like they was the ones still couldn't. That's crazy. Hardest competition, but couldn't take them to 7.